Hey y'all, let's get into some stuff today and on this Good Friday, y'all. We got a couple of things that I got to talk about. So let's talk about Tamar Braxton. So Tamar Braxton and Miss Eve was on Sherry's show this week, and Sherry ended up asking her about, did you block your sister, Tony? She went, yes, I did. She said, why you do? She went, well, I'm the youngest of the siblings, and them being the big siblings, they can get on my nerves. So she said, I blocked them. She well, they get on my nerves to the point where they get blocked. She unblocked now. I said, so, I said, well, that's what it is. I said, because I said, girl. But I said, please, I'm the oldest of five, and I wish I could block mine, but they won't leave me alone. I said, lucky her, lucky her. But let's move on past Tamar. Let's move on to Kenya Moore. So Kenya Moore ex-husband, Daly. Yeah, Mark Daly. So Mark Daly is caught up in some stuff, y'all, where his restaurant is apparently he being sued. Apparently by that landlord, cause I said he ain't paid no bills. I said, please. I said, man ain't paid no bills. I said he been evicted. I said, is he not leaving the premises? Unpaid rent of over 448K. I said, damn. I said, that's New York. I said, please, I said, I thought his restaurant was doing good. But now, why you ain't been paying? But that's what he got going on with his stuff. Hopefully everything works out. Hopefully, he do what he do. But let's move on past him. Let's move on to Donald Trump. So Donald Trump administration is now preparing to lay off 10,000 people for just on the people who are a part of the Department of Health and Human Services. And I said, you just gave that over to what's his name? Yeah, Kennedy. Was it Robert Kennedy? You just gave him that position, and now you taking it away from. Now you laying off people after you didn't promise this to him. He didn't got in, sworn in, and now he losing it. He losing workers. But that's what it seemed like Donald Trump administration is actually just dismantling the whole federal office, the government. We'll see how this gonna go and what else gonna happen. Hey in the chat, how y'all doing? Hey, Maddie. Let's move on to let's get into Zale. So the Zale app is actually now gone. So all of a sudden it's disappeared. You can only get it through your bank and credit union or online banking. That's the only way you can get access to it because they are now the Zelle app company is planning to expand their business into other adventures. And so that's what's going on. I said, how y'all doing today? Caretaker King. My day going fine. How's yours going? Um, so that's what's going on with the Zelle app. So let's get into Jesse Wilson. He was a part of Grace Anatomy, and now he's been going through a long court battle with his ex-wife, custody battle, but he actually ended up winning so legal custody of his children's health care. So now everything he decides all the decisions and everything, but he has to let his ex-wife know what's going on. So they still going through a real battle that's gonna be going on for seem like a longer time than it need to be. But we'll see how that's gonna go. So let's move on to NFL player CeeDee. Lamb. So apparently the NFL is actually banning his signature move where he do a it's a nose swipe celebration after he do a touchdown or that type of thing. They saying it suggests violence and other things. So if he does do it, he would get a penalty. I said that's very funny. He's been doing it for a while now, and it hasn't been a problem. But now, since you know this time around, it's a problem. But let them do what they gonna do. Let's move on to my last thing that I got up here. Is with the missing 13-year-old girl from Toledo, Ohio, named her name was Millie, Kylie Millie. I think I'm saying it right. Well, she ended up she was missing, and there's an update that came out where her dad is being charged with the murder of her. So they found her in an abandoned building in Toledo, Ohio, a burnt out abandoned building where her throat was. They said she was awed, and her hands were cut off. And he ended up fleeing to Columbus, Ohio, where the SWAT team ended up going there and ended up having a pow pow with him. He ended up being flown to the hospital. He then went through surgery and he in custody. He's being charged with second-degree murder. And come to find out, the news up there actually did a little more detail where they found out that the mother of this young child, ended up seeing her a few weeks earlier. The father brought her, and that was the last time she seen her alive. So hopefully we find out what really happened. If he also said that he showed up because the daughter said she didn't want to be alone, that she felt like she was being somebody was gonna kidnap her. So he came back into the house around 12:30, and he didn't leave. He said about an hour and a half. Him and the cousin left, but the next morning the grandma found the house in disarray and found the girl pajamas and underwear in the stove, keys. The girl glasses was there because she cannot see at all. So yeah, this is really heartbreaking. And the girl and this young 13-year-old was getting ready to turn 14 in about a week or so. So this is very tragic. I hope that she get justice, and I hope that we actually find out exactly what happened. But that's all I got for y'all. It's your boy Paul. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe, and join the channel. Let me see what's going on in the chat today. See how everybody's doing. How y'all day going? Caretaker say, well, that's good. That's all I got for y'all. Bye, y'all.